The National Electrical Code, or NEC, doesn't explicitly mandate that the high leg in a high leg delta system must be connected to the B phase. However, the NEC does emphasize the importance of proper phasing and conductor identification to ensure safety and correct operation. The NEC provides guidelines on conductor color coding and grounding, which are essential for understanding how to properly connect a high leg delta system. NEC Section 250.21 B addresses conductor identification. This section states that conductors connected to the neutral conductor must be white or natural gray in color. Conductors connected to the grounded conductor must be green or green with one or more yellow stripes. Conductors connected to grounded conductors must have one of the following colors: black, red, blue, yellow, or orange. These color codes are crucial for identifying conductors and ensuring correct connections. In a 120/240 volt single-phase service, the white wire connects to the neutral conductor, the green or green-yellow striped wire connects to the grounded conductor, and the black or red wire connects to the ungrounded conductor. In a 240/480 volts three-phase service, the white wire connects to the neutral conductor, the green or green-yellow striped wire connects to the grounded conductor, and the black, red, and blue wires connect to the three ungrounded conductors. The high leg, sometimes referred to as the stinger leg or wild leg, is created by connecting to the ungrounded conductor that is 180 degrees out of phase with the other two ungrounded conductors. In a 120/240 volt single-phase service, you would typically connect to the black wire to achieve the high leg. In a 240/480 volt three-phase service, you would typically connect to the red wire to achieve the high leg. It is essential to remember that local codes and regulations may have specific requirements for high leg delta systems. Always consult the local electrical inspector or a qualified electrician to ensure compliance with all applicable codes. Understanding the phase relationships in a high leg delta system is crucial for preventing equipment damage and ensuring safe operation. The voltage from the high leg to the neutral point is higher than the voltage from the other two phases to the neutral. This higher voltage can damage equipment that is not designed to handle it. Always verify the voltage ratings of equipment before connecting it to a high leg delta system. A high leg delta system is a three-phase electrical service that has one phase winding center tapped to create a neutral point. This results in two phases having the normal phase to neutral voltage, while the third phase has a higher voltage to neutral. This higher voltage is the high leg. The main advantage of a high leg delta system is that it provides both three-phase power and single-phase power from a single transformer. This can be useful in applications where both types of power are needed. The high leg voltage is typically 1.732 times the phase-to-phase voltage. For example, in a 240 volts delta system, the high leg voltage would be approximately 208 volts. The high leg should always be clearly identified. The NEC requires that the high leg be identified by an orange color. This helps to prevent accidental connection of equipment to the high leg, which could damage the equipment. When working with the high leg delta system, it is important to use caution. A high leg voltage can be dangerous if not handled properly. Always de-energize the system before working on it. Also, be sure to use properly insulated tools and equipment. The NEC provides specific requirements for the installation and wiring of high leg delta systems. It is important to follow these requirements to ensure safe and reliable installation. These requirements cover topics such as grounding, overcurrent protection, and conductor sizing. Grounding is essential for safety in electrical systems. In a high leg delta system, the neutral point must be grounded. This provides a path for fault current to flow back to the source, which will trip the overcurrent protection device and de-energize the circuit. The grounding electrode conductor must be sized according to the NEC table 250.66. Overcurrent protection is used to protect electrical circuits from overloads and short circuits. In a high leg delta system, each phase conductor must be protected by an overcurrent protection device. The overcurrent protection device must be sized according to the NEC table 310.16. Conductor sizing is important to ensure that the conductors can carry the load current without overheating. In a high-leg delta system, the conductors must be sized according to the NEC Table 310.16. The NEC also includes requirements for the location of the high leg. The high leg must be located on the B phase. This helps to ensure that the high leg is always in the same location, which makes it easy to identify. In summary, while the NEC doesn't explicitly state you must connect to the B phase, it provides detailed guidance on conductor identification, grounding, and overcurrent protection to ensure the safe and reliable operation of high-leg delta systems. It is crucial to understand and comply with these requirements to prevent equipment damage and ensure electrical safety. Always consult the latest edition of the NEC and local codes for specific requirements and specific locations. If there are ever questions about the integrity, always refer to the local code.